get school system. Every day, every month, every year. We're in a crisis in terms of budgeting, but if we work together, we will work through this issue.
Adrian Markopolis, District 4. I'd like to start by saying, anyone who's considering leaving this area, I would hope that you would wait 365 days and look again at what's around you in terms of the school board and the economic status and see if things are better. Because I really think that if we work together, we unify, we can make some changes. I think that people at this stage of the game, in terms of the school district and in terms of their economic situation, are scared, and that's why they want to move. But it's going to cost you money to move. We can make things better here. We need you here. 365 days. Things will be better. Adrian Markopolis.
Our schools are very good. We all love our teachers. Our students are doing extremely well. We can always do better. Another situation that I feel is just now on the turning point, and that is actually realistically looking at data, looking at information, and recognizing where our weak points are so that we can focus on those and move forward. In the past, it was always to project an image that everything was okay, but we can't fix things when everything is okay. We are good. We can be much better. Schools need to be an issue that's focused on our students, but by the community and with our community. And I think that's why we have so many good people up here voicing their opinions tonight.
We have outstanding schools in Collier County. The school that I work out lately is one of the greatest schools I've ever seen. And I work at a lot of different schools when I'm coaching, talking to other students, teachers, and coaches. We just have to work together as individuals, leaders in the community, the school board, and the students, and we can make this the best school system in the state of Florida.
I can tell you personally that we have great schools because I've been in Collier County Public Schools for 20 years. I also spent several years in New York State, so I have a comparison of the two. We can always do better. But what it's going to take to do better is to lobby our state and federal legislators to give us some more money so that we can be better. Florida is dead last in the United States for per capita spending for education. So that would be what I would suggest.
I want to be honest with you. I had 3 children that were in the school system. 2 have graduated and did very well. I'm really happy with them. My youngest is going to be a freshman and is going to be done in 4 years. Because I can't give you a good reason why you should stay and why you shouldn't go. Because we have problems here. We can say we have good schools, but the state of Florida is mediocre in education because of the way the state has set it up financially. And then we have been mediocre in a mediocre state. Saying we have good schools doesn't make it so. It might be good schools for the best students, but is it good schools for everybody? The people that struggle. We need to put more money in the general fund so we can make some changes. But more than that, this isn't anything that any state that went through a population boom hasn't gone through. You can work through these things. But the passion you're showing here tonight, I implore you to get involved in your school system and stay there for 365 days. You can make a difference.
I would encourage people to stay in Florida, especially in Collier County, for a couple of reasons. One is I think we've got just wonderful, wonderful teachers and employees in the school system that have a true dedication to make sure that our students succeed. You know, education to me is about giving the students the tools they need to become successful in life. And I think we have those people who are dedicated to do that. I think there's some things that need to be changed in the home education system. One of them has got to be the way things are funded. Things are going to be done at the state level. But I agree with my counterpart that says we need to be working with our state legislators to try to change some of those issues. Working with the State Department of Education to make sure we are changing those issues for the better of the students. I think we have wonderful schools here in Collier County. I've had the opportunity to work with many of them, and I think we've got the best employees and would recommend that nobody leave us saying that the best is yet to happen for us.
Question from the audience can be addressed to all 8 candidates. We'll start with you down at this time, Joe. Do you support the referendum to allow capital funds to be used as operational funds?
I do support it, but I would like to see it to be a little more restrictive. The last thing I saw in the language, it said to go into the normal operating procedures or accounts. I'd like to see it be dedicated. I'd like for the referendum to show what that dollars will go for, and not just allow it to go into the general fund to be reprogrammed. I think it ought to be earmarked for students, for programs, for teachers, whatever it may be. You, the community, are the ones that have to vote to say yes. I think you should ought to be the ones to say where those dollars are earmarked and go to. I don't think it should be left up to us as school board members. You should have that right, and I think the language should be very specific. That if this is a neutral thing, you decide where those dollars should go towards. And yes, I would recommend that we vote for it.
I would also support it. It goes along with what I've been saying over and over tonight. We can move more money, and we have to. We don't need all the money that's in the capital budget. I got asked some questions at a few forums about, well, what's going to get, hurt in the capital budget? Absolutely nothing. We have $540 million in our capital budget. Half of it is basically earmarked for new schools, new property acquisitions. Don't need them right now. We're in a unique situation here with being in a property-rich county with a smaller enrollment. Our tax roll is higher than every county in the state except the 5 large ones. We pay less property taxes here than every county but 2 because of the way the state has it set up. We have a unique situation where we can rearrange our money without charging you another dime and put more money in the general fund, save people's jobs, create better programs, and make better schools.
That referendum that's going to be on the November ballot is essential for us to do. And what it does is an equal trade. It takes 0.25 mils out of the capital budget and moves it into the operating budget. As Mr. Swanson said, we don't need to be building schools at this point, but we still need the money in the operational side so we can fund our teachers, our staff, buy books, essentials that we've had restrictions on in the last several years. So I implore you to go out and vote for that in November.